Vikings bring in Kyler Murray in one of those moves that look smart on paper, but very, very loud in the locker room. Because if the Vikings sign Kyler Murray on a vet minimum, that is a steal. It's a ridiculous bargain. That kind of deal makes you ask, how does this ever happen? It happened because he got released, right? But here's what this also tells me, and I don't think the Vikings fans want to hear it. They have no faith in JJ McCarthy. And honestly, they shouldn't. Guys, let's start with the obvious. You do not bring Kyler Murray in if you're fully confident in JJ McCarthy. You simply just don't. JJ has played 10 total games in his NFL career. That's not development. That's not a timeline. That's a question mark wearing shoulder pads. Hard to have faith in a first-round pick from 2024 when he isn't on the field. And it's even more obvious when you remember what happened back in 2004. Sam Darnold had the season with the Vikings that nobody expected. He played out of his mind, MVP level. A season like that Sam Darnold had doesn't happen if JJ McCarthy is healthy and available. The Vikings stumbled into a hot hand. Instead of turning it into leverage, they doubled down on the unknown, aka JJ McCarthy, and now here we are. Now they bring in Kyler. That's not faith, that's insurance, and it's not subtle. Now let's talk about why this is such a big deal for Minnesota. A bunch of NFL experts are already calling this one of the best moves of free agency because of the simple idea Kevin O'Connell can get Kyler right. Kyler Murray has great arm talent. He has great mobility. Kyler can play above average in the right system. So if Minnesota is getting Kyler on a bargain deal, the Vikings just went, we don't know, to team watch out. Some analysts even believe this move makes them a non-contender to a real postseason shot, a Super Bowl shot per se. And others are asking if Kyler plays to his pedigree, Minnesota can win the NFC North, which is very, very loaded. That is how big a move this is in some experts' eyes. But here's the part that really frustrates me. I think the Vikings missed a huge chance to trade JJ after the 2024 season because that offseason was peak JJ value. Sam Darnold was the hot ticket. People and fans wanted him back in Minnesota. Many thought Minnesota should keep Sam Darnold and move on from JJ McCarthy, me included. And they heard the offers. First-round picks, second-round picks, and then a team legitimately offered them 2 first-rounders, and the Vikings flat out said no. They said JJ was their guy. Fast forward to now. JJ's value, 3rd-round draft pick at best. And that's the brutal reality of the NFL trade market. It's not about who and where you got drafted. It's about what you have done and what you have shown that you are. And if you can't stay on the field, your value drops like a phone with no case. The Vikings really missed on that trade opportunity. Let's just be flat out honest about that. Because now they do not have leverage. They simply have a problem. And let's not forget, they just added Carson Wentz as well. And now that quarterback room gets even messier. You got Kyler Murray, the vet with the upside. You got JJ McCarthy, the 3rd-year player who can't stay healthy. And Carson Wentz, the biggest what-if injury case. So who's the odd man out? Because you can't keep everybody. If the Vikings ever want to be great, they need to make a choice now. AKA, move on from JJ. They need to stop living in quarterback limbo, make a choice now, here in March. Because here is where I'm at. If the Vikings sign Kyler, which they did, you are showing the world you want to win now. So do the win now thing. Move on from JJ McCarthy. Take that L. Trade him to somebody who believes in him in the draft pedigree and are desperate for a quarterback swing. Because the longer you hold on to him, the more the value keeps evaporating. And the longer you delay the choice, the longer your team stays stuck in the middle. Good teams do not live in the middle. Guys, Kyler Murray on the vet minimum is a steal, and it makes the Vikings a more dangerous team immediately. But it also confirms that everybody has been afraid to admit it. The Vikings do not trust JJ McCarthy to be their future. And after 10 games in 2 years, you cannot blame them. They missed the big trade window back in 2024, and now the best move is to be proactive and clean this mess up. Pick Kyler, commit to Kyler, build around Kyler, and move JJ before his value drops even further. Because even if Kyler plays well in the O'Connell system, the Vikings will have a real decision to make the following season. And if Kyler plays great, the NFC North is in trouble. But Man Hour Nation, let me ask you this question. Do the Vikings make the right move in bringing in Kyler Murray? Yes or no? And should the Minnesota Vikings trade JJ McCarthy immediately or keep him and let the quarterback room battle it out? Guys, subscribe, hit the like button, share this with a couple friends as well. Remember, we're live Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. East Coast time. We're at youtube.com/Man Hour. This is a live interactive show, so comment down below. Let's get into the comments and discuss your